3 and Ibaka the 4. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma.
Thanks, guys. Kevin, what would...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
So rookie.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet, Kevin Durant. A triple-double from him, and that tells a big part of the story of this. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille...
Where do I unlock accolades? That's a new question now.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the show, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your electric car in your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear it. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom said, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, Freak. And you know, our lives, like the progress, strung together with the finest silk thread memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, Freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. Boarding.
Okay,
I'll tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You can see Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
I guess some deep shit's going on.
Take them back. Yeah. '94.
I don't really need that, but...
I gotta hold down the city. I gotta hold down the
There we go. Against the Pelicans.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
Basketball in store from New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of the Pelicans, right here on 2K Sports. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close it. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Wizards also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Fresh comes in for Markieff Morris. And Dudley subbed in for Porter. So on the floor for Washington. But great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Fresh is out there with Nene. And it's Dudley in at the small forward.
3-2.
Here's Cole. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted first overall, Beal
hate it when he does
third
that shit.
in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Thornton passes to Fresh. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
It's Anderson with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
And the Wizards with possession. It's a 3-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays. And if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Fresh, and it's Dudley in at the 3. And it's Davis missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
There's the 3. Dudley, no luck.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Holiday left side. Davis kicks to Evans. Pass to Ajinça, and it's out of bounds. The save was last touched by Gortat. Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. There are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Anthony Davis is second.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
And taking a look here at some stats for Beal.
I should have made
How's
this
the
shot.
last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to.
Zone.
Just
3-4.
irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Gordon dishes to Holiday. The three. Anderson's shot is off. Wizards leading by 5.
And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
Holiday, that's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's Ajinça, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Beal against Holiday. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now just a 3-point Washington lead. Wizards have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You know, it's quite surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of...
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the...
Yes, guys, I'm here.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcome you back. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis the forward tandem. And it's Ajinça in at the center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The Wizards working the ball around now. And Wall. Here we go now. No good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays.
What the fuck? He made that shot.
2 points are the same, not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Has to Beal. The 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. Well, guys, how good a playmaker is John Wall? 2nd in assists last season to Chris Paul. Clark, he almost finished number 1.
Yeah, and the only difference really is that Paul was a little more efficient than Wall.
What the fuck did he pass it back to him?
Assist to turnover ratio. Wall was only at 2.5 to 1. But some of that is Paul's experience.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. The jump hook. Second shot opportunity, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Anderson comes in for Alexis Ajinça, and Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in.
Chad.
Comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Davis.
Get out of my house.
By Fresh. Evans with the steal. On the wing, Gordon.